This is a super exclusive. Your channel exposed how the UPA government snooped on renowned Muslims in the Hindi film industry and businessmen, and even the cops weren't spared. Soon after the Malegaon blast, in the build-up to the Maharashtra elections and the 2009 general elections, renowned personalities were snooped upon, their movements tracked, and in some cases, even their phones were tapped. The UPA list even includes people like Shabana Azmi and Javed Akhtar. Senior Congress leader Digvijay Singh has now come forward to defend UPA's actions. Listen in.
First of all, let me make it very clear. What is the law? The law is, under the Indian Telegraph Act, any person who is a threat to the national security, his or her phone can be tapped. And through a procedure. I don't know how correct is your document of your story, but I'm sure the then government in Maharashtra must have gone through the prescribed procedure for snooping or recording conversation between two private people.
To make it clarified that at that particular point of time in 2008, I was Commissioner of Police Pune and not in Mumbai, and the way he was indulging in this kind of the thing, it was noticed in Pune. And I had sent the report not only to the central government, but the report was sent to Maharashtra government also at the time, and I'm sure that intelligence agencies of Maharashtra police, they must have shared this information with Mumbai police. But as far as this follow-up action is concerned or any reply from the central government is concerned, I did not receive any letter or any query.
As far as Digvijay Singh is concerned, there have been a lot of controversy surrounding him, and this particularly being the nail in that particular coffin where he has supported Zakir Naik. And also remember that this was this particular NDA government which had tweaked the INB rules to ensure that the Peace TV, which is run by Zakir Naik, does not get broadcasted even by the smallest of smallest cable operators. There were stringent rules that were put in place, especially after the Bangladesh attack, where they had Dhaka attack, I beg your pardon, where they had made it very clear that if there is any channel or any small type cable operator as well who broadcast Peace TV or any channels or any speeches related to Zakir Naik, then they will be facing strict action, which does not even only mean fine, but that also means that completely taking away licenses of those cable operators. So these were some of the rules that were put in by the Modi government when they came into power, and after Zakir Naik's all speeches, the provocative speeches that he was making came into light. But clearly it was the UPA ministers and including senior leader Digvijay Singh, who is known to be close to the Gandhi families, who was involved in helping out Zakir Naik and his aide, who are now absolutely silent. In fact, the kind of justification that we have been seeing coming out for Digvijay Singh, that at that point in time, he had no idea who Zakir Naik was. But the fact remains that the speeches of Zakir Naik, the talks of Zakir Naik, the seminars that were being held by Zakir Naik is something that the entire world knew about. There were rules against him, there were laws against him by the United Kingdom as well. He was facing charges. He was a suspect when he had met senior ministers under UPA government, Salman Khurshid and Ghulam Nabi Azad, and also senior Congress leader Digvijay Singh. So clearly from the BJP, the pressure has been growing, and as far as the BJP MP Satyapal Singh also reiterated the stand that what the Congress has been doing, they need to come out clean, they need to come out and point out why they were supporting a person like Zakir Naik, and they are quick to blame the BJP government. But what when the tables are turned around and the entire focus is now on the
Congress need to answer that now. Manish Shankar Iyer has been their dooth to meet all those radicals in Kashmir recently, and there's the same Manish Shankar Iyer who went to Nawaz Sharif and kneeled down in front of him and said, please save us from Modi. I mean, you come and help us and save us from Modi. Now, there's a connection there also. That why did Manish Shankar went to Nawaz Sharif and kneel down in front of him? Now why is going meeting Hurriyat people and now suggesting bring a constitutional amendment? I mean, Congress need to clarify on that, and especially the Congress leadership need to come clear on this.
Yes, and also RP saying, don't you think it's getting very, convenient for the Congress party to perhaps field some of their leaders to appease a certain vote bank and very conveniently distance the party itself from their comments? So eventually their vote bank gets satisfied and Congress party and their, things also remain intact. Don't you think so?
Well, they are not appeasing only the vote bank, they are appeasing the radicals. I mean, they are appeasing people who want to bifurcate this country, people who are talking as desh ke tukde honge. I mean, they are trying to appeal that segment. They are trying to appeal people who are being funded by Pakistan.
To Zakir Naik's lawyer Tariq Shahid, who remained completely brazen. Listen to his shocking defense.
So you have been appearing for Zakir Naik and Amir in the ED cases, and you as a team. So just want to know, last evening we ran a news break, sir, and in that it's clearly shown, Amir has confessed it before the magistrate, that how Zakir Naik was in touch with the top UPA minister and how top UPA minister protected him, even knowing the fact that Mumbai police has a case registered against him in 2008 and what happened with the UK agency, sir. Then two UPA minister used to help him to sort his personal problems, to help him out, sir. Where do you see this confession, sir, and you know, how will you react to this news break?
Well, see, the basic rule about a confession is that it has to be true and it has to be voluntary. Now, if you are relying upon a confession, firstly, the maker of the confession should confess to a guilt. Now, what you are telling me is that he had relations with some top bureaucrats, politicians. I think that is not an offense in the first place, you see. So if he has any of these relations, there were politicians attending his peace rallies and his peace talks. So that I don't think is an offense in any way. Secondly, I haven't seen the confession, so I am unable to comment on the contents of that confession. And if there is any truth in that, then it is the onus is on the prosecution to prove it by corroboration. In law, a confession itself is a weak kind of evidence, and for the purposes of proving it, it needs corroboration. That is what the law is settled at as of now. So if the allegation of the department is that Mr. Amir gave a confession regarding Zakir Naik, it would not be admissible vis-a-vis Zakir Naik. You see, the maker of the confession has to first admit to his guilt vis-a-vis the charge. And thereafter, whatever is in the confession, if it is to be relied upon as a corroborative piece of evidence, the prosecution may rely on it.
Number 3, if knowing Zakir Naik is such a big offense, then the government can take action against me. Let them prosecute me. I am open to it.
So in 2008, the Maharashtra government, Zakir Naik was under the scanner of the Maharashtra cops, and there were cases booked against him. Were you not aware of this?
No, I was not aware of it. You see, I've told you, the only time I was in touch with Mr. Zakir Naik was when he held an international conference on Islam in Mumbai, which had the permission of government of Maharashtra, which had taken all permissions from the state government and other agencies, and there was no reason for me to believe that there is anything against Mr. Zakir Naik. And since then, neither have been in touch with him, nor he has contacted me.
Now that you know about how dangerous a man Zakir Naik is, that he's a hate preacher, will it be wrong in saying that the Congress saved Zakir Naik?
Certainly not. Congress never believes in saving hate mongers, and that includes hate mongers of the Hindu community religion also. Why the government is not looking at people like the office bearers of RSS, who are regularly making speeches against the Muslims and the Christians? Why action is not being taken against them? The UP Chief Minister has got cases against him for inciting communal violence. Why government is not taking action against them?